city helped plan the Green Fest because it's a chance for Takoma Park to highlight all of the great sustainability programs that the city is offering to residents and all of the efforts the city has made to go greener, whether it's reducing energy, reducing our waste stream through the food waste collection program, and all of the other programs that the city's undertaken. And it's a great way to reach out to the community and to have a showcase in front of the entire county. We are competing for the Georgetown Energy Prize. It's a $5 million prize. We're one of just 50 communities in the entire country in the semifinal round for the $5 million. And the winner will be the community that can reduce residential and municipal energy use the most. So we are pushing 2 programs to help residents reduce energy use at home. The first is the Green Home Certification Program, and residents can work with me on ways to save energy at home, and they can earn either a light green, medium green, or dark green certification. And that goes for renters and homeowners alike, so everyone in the city can participate. And there are awards and prize packs and incentives to help people along the way and to make it financially viable for them to make energy efficient upgrades. And the second program we are really pushing on saving energy is the Neighborhood Energy Challenge. And the city has put up $2,000 for the neighborhood that can have the most homes green home certified and get the biggest reductions in energy use. And there's another $2,000 prize for the multifamily building that has the same accomplishments of having the most apartments participating in green home certification and has the biggest energy reductions. And there will be other prizes and awards along the way for residents who volunteer with the efforts and help get others involved.
Green Fest is designed to do a number of things. First of all, to bring awareness to our community about the importance of the environment and sustainability. And secondly, how they can help to be a part of that and to find ways in which to work to be much more efficient in what we are doing so that we all have the same goal of sustainability, find ways in which to make sure that we can implement that and work together, and to give many of our residents the information that they need to go out on their own to do things that enhance our environment. We've achieved the 50% already. We're now at 58% of recycling. We anticipate to get to 70% by 2020. But we also want to enhance and make sure that we obtain a new MS4 permit from the state of Maryland, giving water quality overall the top rating that we can. So there are a number of objectives in terms of LEED buildings, ensuring that we have all of our buildings in a way that are sustainable. We want to convert essentially all of our vehicles to energy-saving methods, and we're working on a number of goals, and I believe working together we'll get there.
I absolutely love the Green Festival. This is my first time coming to the Montgomery County Green Fest. I didn't even know this existed. You know, that's one of the great things about being Miss Earth Maryland is I get to learn about these many green opportunities in my county and also in the state of Maryland in general. It's been great. I'm learning so much. There's so many organizations here talking about solar power and also how to, you know, create compostables and things like that. So it's been such an amazing experience, and it's such a learning experience for me as well, because a lot of people think as Miss Earth Maryland I know everything, and I realize that I don't know everything. So this is a learning experience for me to just see and love at how the state is green and how we're promoting sustainability in the state of Maryland and the Montgomery County. For me, I believe that the one thing that, you know, Montgomery County, I'm a proud resident of Montgomery County, and I believe that we should move towards a greener future, working towards being, you know, sustainability and being socially responsible, and definitely promote recycling. For me, growing up, one thing I love about my residence is we always have a recycle container and also the trash container, and that's something my mom has instilled in me since I was younger, to always recycle, and that's something, a way that Montgomery County can be greener and be socially responsible. And also, you know, to pollution in our air, we can also work on that, and definitely push for electrical vehicles if that's possible, to get more people to get that and things like that.
The
One of the biggest programs that we have for recycling is our vacuum leaf collection program. And every year we vacuum up between 130,000 and 150,000 cubic yards of leaves. That's about enough leaves to fill FedEx Field about 9 stories tall. All of those leaves are recycled into a product called Leaf Grow. It's the most recycled product that we have, and it's sold at various places in the county. Another program that we have is the asphalt recycling program, and all of the asphalt pavement that we take out of the roadways to do repairs and maintenance is recycled into the new asphalt product. In the last 3 years, we recycled about 500,000 tons of asphalt, 500,000 tons of asphalt we paved with, and 25% of that was recycled asphalt. So that's a big recycling effort that we make.
And the city just found out that we have a new $178,000 grant from the Maryland Energy Administration to help low to moderate income single-family homeowners get complete energy makeovers for their homes. So we expect to be able to help 25 to 30 single-family homeowners in the city. And that money can be used towards insulation, air sealing, HVAC upgrades, and some appliances. It's combining with our exterior home repair program, and residents can fill out one application that's available online or by emailing us, and we can send you an application. There's a deadline of May 15th to get your application in if you'd like to be a part of this special grant. Hi Nima.
Hi Gina.
How's it going?
Okay.
What's that bucket?
It's the compost bucket from the city.
Oh, so is the city picking up compost now?
Yeah, they are.
Ah, that's so cool. How do I get a bucket?
You just go online and sign up.
So do the buckets attract mice and bugs?
The good thing is that it doesn't. That this green lid that we have out here is an airtight lid, and it prevents any mice or anything from getting in.
Oh, that's great. So bugs and mice can't get in there. What about that liner? Is that compostable too?
It's a compostable liner, and I got it from the city when I signed up.
Hey, since I don't have a bucket, can I put some of my food scraps in your bucket this week?
Sure, come on, bring it
All right,
in.
you have to help me with what goes in there.
Okay.
So, I think I have eggshells.
Yes, it does.
Okay. I have a bunch of coffee grounds from this morning. Can those go in there?
You can definitely put coffee ground, even tea bags. They take napkins, even pizza boxes, and meat, any sort of meat. And
Any kind of meat?
Yeah.
What about bones?
Yeah, bones and even seafood.
I think I have some in here from my roommate.
Okay.
Let me look for it. Skippy! You can't get a head start on the compost.
Skippy, you better behave. We'll compost you.
This exhibit is titled Feminine Transition. They're excerpts from my book. So I have a book titled Feminine Transitions, a photographic celebration of natural beauty. And these are portraits from within the book itself. And I created the book because I wanted to create something that just celebrates the natural beauty of women at all stages and ages of life. All participants were required not to wear makeup. They couldn't wear any accessories or any hair pieces, anything. It had to be just raw, all natural for the photographs. I'm a people person. Everyone in the exhibit, except for my daughter, contacted me to be a part of it. I started photography when I was in college, Montgomery College, and I took an elective in photography, and from there, I really fell in love with it. The funny thing is, even when I was young, I always drew portraits.
My favorite medium right now is something I call comic book paper collage, because that's essentially what it is. Started doing it, I'd say probably about 20 or so years ago. I just get inspired by what is ever on my mind. I've been inspired by a lot of, obvious life events. I did a piece, memory of my mom who passed away 2 years ago. Also got like a superhero comic who's inspired by an illness that I somewhat have. I have every now and then occasional seizures. And so I made a superhero out of that, and he gets his powers from seizures. Spaz, literally.
starts with us making characters. Those often start in sketchbooks, so one of us will make a drawing and then we'll start building a character. A story kind of evolves around the character. Oftentimes, Jaylene will write a song for the character that will inspire an environment. And eventually, the entire scene comes together.
Well, actually, for this particular project, we were inspired by this particular artist who does something similar. He makes these dolls out of skull bee and puts them in these environments. And he actually does it for the purpose of illustration for magazines, things like that. And we saw his work and we were just blown away by it. And we're like, let's go home and do that now. It's like a nice way to work because you're not ever just doing one thing, which is nice to kind of have a variety of things that you're working on. And if you're bored with one part, you can kind of work on the other part, that kind of thing.
Fuses really well with her music and storytelling because Jaylene's always writing songs. And that's when we started animating our work, which is pretty much the purpose of, I feel like, the full scene.
Sometimes, the artists, normally if you're doing an exhibit, they come from different parts of the country. And this, what I like about it is these are people within the community. So you get to meet them and know what they're doing and, network and collaborate. So I think it's wonderful.
I love it. It's just great to connect with people that are actually in your community, that are artists, and to kind of just exchange ideas. I was talking to Clay for quite a while, and his work is so interesting. And we were able to kind of find similarities in our work a little bit, which was really neat.
Since we live nearby and this is our community, we come here all the time anyways.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see art places that you go all the time.
Artists don't make money. Artists are poor, struggling, suffering, tragic figures as far as general society is concerned. People don't see artists as people who work. People don't see artists as people who have a skill or a added value. They just see their pictures on the wall. So anything that showcases, advertises, markets art, that's a good thing, because artists are basically a working class that for some reason have this kind of skewed, I don't know what you call it. I'm not, public image sounds too conspiratorial, but everyone has an image of an artist as this kind of elite, not connected person who just kind of drinks coffee and wears berets and does not work, just makes a picture, gets inspired, and has interesting friends or something. That's just not the real thing. It's just not the real thing. Artists are usually people with jobs, usually blue-collar jobs, and they're constantly trying to do their art in spite of everything that's more or less kind of financially regulated for them to not be able to do their art. To be an artist involves a lot of prohibitive costs.
Introducing a new day of the week, someday. Now, everything you were going to do someday is on the calendar. Want to retire someday? You'll really want this. A My Social Security account at socialsecurity.gov. You can estimate your future benefits and manage current benefits online. Millions of people have a My Social Security account. Get yours today, because someday is here at socialsecurity.gov.
Welcome to Piney Branch Pool, and come on and visit us. The water is nice and warm, 86 degrees, and we keep it warm for the kids.
Today is our Splash and Play Pool Party, our first event in 2015. And the reason we're having this is we're kicking off play in our wonderful indoor facility in Takoma Park, which is in Piney Branch Elementary School, an indoor pool. And we have people of all ages, toddlers, we have 87-year-old, because everybody deserves to play, doesn't matter how old they are, and everybody should have the opportunity to come and be able to be in a pool. And today we have children, we have adults, we have teens, there's people just having a great time playing.
our pool is open 7 days a week. Adventist Community Services is the company that manages the pool. They took it over in February 2009. It has been a fantastic resource for the people here in Takoma Park. They have swim lessons here. They can have open swim. They can just come in and walk around and exercise and do whatever they feel like they want. This pool is used a lot.
Every Saturday we've been here, with my husband. I like swimming, that's my favorite. But sometimes, it's hard coming here. I take care of my husband, he's disabled, he got a stroke. So still, he survived. He swim, now with me. So this is a very, very, very nice place. We like it.
Swimming is very important for the kids to get in the pool and learn to swim. Parents do, specialize in swimophobia. We run programs here. We run private classes, group classes, and baby classes and aerobic classes here I teach. We do one-to-one program, and it's very important that all the kids learn to swim. I help teach for the PTA, Kids Adventure. We have a lot of classes. We'll work with you. If you don't have the money, we will work with you. And just come on and visit us. Come in and ask the Nazim, and I'll take care of you.
Adventist Community Services and myself, Joyce Siemens, would like to thank Montgomery County Council, George Leventhal, and others, the City of Takoma Park, the mayor, and the council people for making sure that this pool is in use and open for the public. I think a lot of people would be very disappointed if this pool ever closed because it is used by many seniors, adults, youth, kayakers, scuba people. Even our council members come here and use it. So everybody that hears this, if you're not using the pool, come on out. It's a lot of fun.
Grandma, she's here! Grandma!
Okay, I'm ready. Hi, I'm Jackie. I'm here to pick up Mrs. Johnson.
Hey, Mrs. Wells, she's ready.
Mrs. Wells, thanks for coming. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you called the village at Takoma Park. Okay, let's go.
The Volunteer Ride Program is one of the services offered to seniors who cannot drive themselves and who are members of the village of Takoma Park. The request for driving can be for doctor's visits, for shopping trips, or for social events. Regional rides are provided as long as volunteer drivers are available.
It's 8 one-week camps. Each week has a different theme. So it could be an art theme one week, a sports and fitness camp the other week, or an Olympic theme for 1 week. They might be going to the Air and Space Museum 1 week on one of their trips, or they might be going to a pool. So every week there'll be something different for them to do, including all of the various activities in the community center.
We've had some really positive feedback, not just from our parents, but our counselors in training and our campers as well, too.
My two kids came last year, my two older kids came last year. They really enjoyed themselves, so we came back again this year because all three of them could go. I like that the camps are split by age when it's needed. I like the fact that they get to go every week swimming, and they have a field trip. It's a different field trip. I think it's a good value for the money. And they appear to be enjoying themselves. They also like doing art projects, playing with their friends, and it's really just been great.
It's a good time to have a structured activity during the summer and a variety of different activities, and also we have themes every week, so that narrows it down and makes it very fun for the kids. And it also gives them a time to make new friends as well, and just be with one another and learn from one another.
Really, what I mostly like about the camp is the field trips, the different activities, and like the different camps like dance camp.
I went to Camp Takoma since the first year of the camp opening, so it was pretty fun. Like, I remember the experiences we had, and then each year it got different and better, so now it's like a different experience volunteering and then camping.
In addition to Camp Takoma, our other general recreation camp is called Camp Recess at the Recreation Center.
Camp Recess runs over a course of 7 weeks, and within those 7 weeks, each week we do theme-like activities. One of the examples will be Build It or Break It. That'll be a new theme that we're doing this year, which involves Legos. We'll have different projects where the kids can build up different Lego domes, towers, things like that, and then we'll come up with creative ways to break down those towers or those different things that they come up with. Also, once a week, we take the kids swimming. That usually takes place on Tuesdays. We're at the swimming pool for about 2.5 hours. We come back just in enough time for the parents to pick up the kids. Each Friday of each week, we have a cookout. This cookout involves hot dogs, hamburgers, we have some chips, juice and sodas. And then this year, the difference may be that we're going to try to have some music involved, maybe have a DJ come by so that we can have a cookout basically at the end of each week. We also bring them in the gymnasium, is exactly how it sounds, Camp Recess. So it's basically like recess all day, but we also incorporate things like arts and crafts, different projects and things of that nature. The kids really feel like they can talk to the staff and myself as well too. So they're not coming in feeling nervous. This building really feels like home. You can come in, it's not that big of a facility, so that helps. Being that, being a kid that may come here for the first time, you learn your way around basically within 1 or 2 days. So I think comfort level is also important when you're dealing with children who may be coming to camp for the first time. The fact that they know where the gym is, where the classrooms are, where the bathrooms are, and they can go to places on their own or even with a staff person, I think that's a big benefit.
It was very good. It was very fun. I liked when I was trying to shoot basketballs.
I feel like she learned some new skills in basketball, which is what we wanted, and specifically passing and dribbling. And I feel like she really learned that, so it was really great for us too, for her to be here. Thank you guys.
Me being a sports dad, I'm very lucky because Julian has really taken to basketball, and every chance he gets, he wants to participate in some way. So Takoma Park and the Recreation Department provided a great opportunity for many kids, obviously, but particularly for Julian to come and have fun for this week. So we really enjoyed it. One of the things that has kept us coming back to Takoma Park in the rec center is the fact that it seems to be a really fun kind of program, both with the leagues that they have organized as well as the camps that they organize and run. And so Julian looks forward to it each time there's an opportunity to play or to participate in a camp. So we will definitely come back next year.
It's a unique city, and that's why we're doing Celebrate Takoma. It's an opportunity to celebrate the uniqueness and the diversity of Takoma Park. Also, it's an opportunity for people to get out, meet their neighbors and meet others, and it's a very cohesive and close-knit community. We'll have local vendors, food vendors, community vendors, merchandise vendors. We'll also have international games and crafts, and we'll have entertainment. We'll also be partnering again with the Takoma Foundation to present the Azalea Awards, which recognizes community activists and the achievements they've made throughout the Takoma Park community.
In our flag football league, they get to learn the fundamentals, the basic fundamentals of the game, and just overall discipline in sports. And it gives them good direction and just teaches them how to take instruction and just have fun. In the Yes League, they have practices. They will practice 1 day a week, and they have games during the week in the evenings, once a week. And we have playoffs, and that's more competitive, but that also is the whole factor, again, of learning discipline and learning the rules and the basic fundamentals of the game, and it's a much more livelier, upbeat environment.
If you're in an opportunity to give back, you need to. Because I remember growing up as a young kid and didn't have a whole lot at all. And the Yes League was something that I really looked forward to being a part of. And the kids nowadays is coming up, they've coming in the same type of path or following the same path that I did. And I feel that it's my duty to give back. And I was delighted to be a part of it, being able to provide the uniforms and pay for the referees. And it's just a wonderful feeling to be a part of that.
T-ball is a league that it's for kindergarten and first grade. It's kind of a segue into baseball for kids. We have volunteer coaches. The kids don't practice, but they have games, and they have an hour-and-a-half game slot. So most coaches use 30 minutes to practice and then an hour for the games, but it's basically about having fun and teaching the kids hand-eye coordination. So when they're ready to evolve into the game of baseball, they will already have been in T-ball, which helped them mature.
In the summertime, we have Teens on the Move. It's a 3-week program. They go to Hershey Park, King's Dominion, National Crime and Punishment Museum, laser tagging, rock climbing. I think it's a great opportunity for them to learn about what their interests are. It's also educational in some of the museums that they go to, as well as an opportunity to make new friends and just social responsibility. In the Teen Lounge, they have activities such as arts and crafts, Xbox video games, as well as outdoor activities like basketball. Some of the kids come in here and get homework help. I think it's a positive feeling. They also learn about community involvement and respecting their peers and getting along with their peers. CIT is our counselor and training program. It's available to kids ages 14 to 17. It provides children with an opportunity to develop their leadership skills while working directly with children in various camps. They attend mandatory training sessions where they learn what camp standards, what it means to be a CIT, and receive first aid and CPR certification. They commit to 2 weeks to the camp of their choice, and they receive student service learning hours.
I will come back next year because I've always had good experiences here, and I'd recommend it because it's local in the area.
Una cause drawing. I like when I sweep after the chairs and tables are stacked, and I like to play Just Dance.
My favorite stuff at the camp is going outside and playing a game room.
And I enrolled my son at this camp originally when I was looking for it. It was the cheapest and most convenient, and then he really liked it, so he's come back the last, 3 or 4 years. He likes the field trips and the swimming pool and all the different themes every week.
Just to be outside and be healthy. And you're running around because kids, you know, it's the video game era, and we just like to get kids out there, running around, and also builds a camaraderie with other kids. So they make friends, they get out there, they're healthy, they're athletic, and they just have fun, and they have a good time amongst their peers.
Recreation department has a lot of activities. We have it for the infants all the way up to our 55+ programs. We have ladies boot camp classes, boot camps. We have karate, taekwondo, ceramics, arts and crafts. So we have a little bit for everyone to come out and be able to participate in the great activities that we have here with the city of Takoma Park Recreation Department.